I got some great stuff in the mail. Let me bring you in for a closer look. These Avon novelty bottles were sent to me by Russ from Pottstown, PA. If you told me 5 years ago that I was going to be an Avon collector, I would have said you were crazy. But here we are. So this three-wheeled cart, number 19, I'm thinking that's for like 19th hole. I think this is a golf cart. I think it originally had some plastic golf bags in the back here. The Windjammer refers to the aftershave that would have been in it. I think that's cool. This whole front is plastic, and that's how you get in. The boxes are almost as cool as the containers. They're calling this the electric charger, and it's got the very popular Wild Country aftershave. Yeah, they usually have on the license plate Avon. That's cool too. They put a lot of detail into these. I guess this top, yeah, this top goes over the lid. And this one says what it is. This was a 1936 MG. Yep, Avon license plate. I have a feeling this one might be missing a plastic part. And the spare tire is the lid. I guess that Oland is the aftershave flavor. Very cool. I have one of these pipes, but the one I found has teeth marks up here. This one's in like perfect condition. Corncob pipe. I'm guessing Avon had a whole chess set you could collect. This is the Queen. There she is. And this one here is a Potbelly stove. Excalibur aftershave. I don't think I've experienced that one yet. Is there anything in it? Nah, it might still have some of the scent. Let me see what Excalibur smells like. Hold on. I actually kind of like that one. Avon on the bottom. Thanks, Russ. I asked Big Vic if he'd be willing to donate one of his famous wood spirit birdhouses for my charity auction. Check it out. Isn't that cool? I think that looks sharp. And this one's got a removable panel so you can clean it out in the winter. And he's got it signed and numbered. Thank you very much, Vic. He also sent me one of these flashlight screwdrivers. I've got a few of these now. It's with the leather case. So you got a flashlight, And the center of the flashlight is a collet. And then this has three screwdriver bits that fit in the collet. Let's try one. That goes right in there. So now you no longer have to screw in the dark. Vic also found me an Avon bottle. This is the Avon monkey wrench. This handle's plastic. That's how you get into it. I think Avon had a whole set of tools. I only have the wrench and the oil can. Thanks again, Vic. These three items came from Tom from Valley Center, California. Tom added a picture, Chuck, to the box. I like that. Well, Tom knows just what I like. This is a Craftsman expansive bit. Looks like it's in pretty good shape. And this one is a Miller's Falls. What's that, number 47? Also looks like it's in good shape. And this is a screw-holding screwdriver. I've demonstrated this type before. Let me get a screw and I'll show you how it works. This is a Jiffy type, made by Millen Manufacturing. When you move this collar forward, it lifts this centerpiece on the tip. See it lift up? So, you're screwdriving the slide of the screw, push this forward, and it locks the screw. And then you can reach in, get the screw started, and then when you're done, pull back and it releases the screw. Very nice. Thank you, Tom. These items come all the way from Australia. A viewer named Bob wanted to make sure I had some tools from down under in the collection. This is a hat badge, and that's the famous Sydney Opera House. So a company named Turner Tools was an Australian tool manufacturer. And they were bought out by Stanley, I think in the 70s. So these were made by Turner, but labeled Stanley. This is another one. You can see Australia stamped in there. I think you can see Stanley, yeah. Another iconic Australian manufacturer, Sidchrome. So Sidchrome was started by a Royston Siddons, and it was acquired by Stanley in 1991. And I think Bob told me everything's made in Taiwan now. Nothing's made in Australia. So this is a like a 10 and a 12 millimeter. And that's a 6 and 8. This one has some good markings. So Sid Chrome says 5/8 AF and 11/16 AF. Made in Australia. AF means across flats. That's sort of a British designation for hardware. It's in like perfect shape. Thank you very much, Bob. These items come from the guys over at NK Garage. Make sure you check them out on YouTube. It's a set of brass punches. I'm sure they'll come in handy. A couple plastic handled screwdrivers. This one's a Roscoe. This one's a Stanley, but I think it's also marked, yeah, it's also marked Bell System. That's a Stanley Bell System. That's cool. I'm not sure what happened to this one. Now, if it was made that way, that's like the world's stubbiest stubby. Or if the whole shaft got jammed into the handle somehow. Interesting. This little ratcheting screwdriver is marked utility, made in USA. It pretty much works. These I collect. This is Yankee. It's a number 95 cabinet tip. Let me see if it's a North Brothers or a Stanley. Hold on. Yeah, it's North Brothers. It's got the 1912 patent date on it. It's one of my favorite handle designs. This is another one of my favorite handle designs. Like this, like honey dipper, beehive type deal. That's cool. There's another little tiny screwdriver. Thank you very much. Kurt Davis sent me a drumstick for Thanksgiving. Make sure you check out his YouTube channel. Give me a minute and I'll undo this. So Kurt sent me 5 expansive bits for my collection. These first 3 are Irwin. This one has that sort of single piece construction. That's pretty cool. This is a number 22 with the rack and pinion mechanism. I believe this is also a number 22. Yeah. It's also a number 22, just with a smaller blade. This is a Craftsman with sort of a different Craftsman marking. You see that? This one's a Clark's patent type. And I guess these are the 2 blades for it. This one's a little different. This one's just marked Clark's patent. And instead of having that separate piece in the front, like this one does, it's single piece, the blade is dovetailed, and then somehow that screw on the back, I guess, clamps it in place. I guess since it's double dovetailed, see? So this screw just pushes against those dovetails to lock it in place. I don't have one like that, I don't think. Make sure you check out Big Vic, NK Garage, and Kurt Davis. I put links to their channels in the description. So what was your favorite item? The tools all the way from Australia were a highlight for me. Now, as you can imagine, Chuck is not a big fan of a holiday that involves families gathering together to cook and eat a stuffed bird. The rest of the Magdad family would like to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving